Well, it's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, we have the Eric Salubin Sebastian Fundora card this weekend, and I think that will be a really good fight. I think it's a fight that boxing fans should get excited about on April the 9th. You know, on April 9th, we got lots of fights. You know, Ryan Garcia is back in action. You got Golovkin versus Murata. You got Michaela Mir. There's no shortage of boxing on April 9th. But in this video, I wanted to highlight one of the fights on one of the undercards that I think is very interesting and it's very intriguing, and that's on the undercard of Lubin versus Fundora. It's going to be two fighters, two good fighters in the 154-pound division. You're going to have Tony Harrison, you know, the former WBC champion, looking to get his career back on track as he takes on Sergio Garcia. Now, very interesting fight. You know, we have one guy on one side. We have Tony Harrison, who's coming off of a win, a dubious win, a win that I thought, truthfully, I thought he lost to Brian Perella. But he's going to get his career back on track and get back into the championship conversation. And he's taking on a guy in Sergio Garcia, a fighter that before his last fight against Sebastian Fundora, he had 33 wins straight in the pros and had beat some good guys. Most notably, if you've really been watching his career, the best performance probably came against, Ted Cheeseman in the UK. So a good fighter, very technical. The unfortunate thing for him in the last fight with Fundora was that, you know, he had to, with Fundora being so damn tall and after the weight class, he had to fight a different style to give himself a chance to win. So he had to fight as a pressure fighter when he's more of a technical fighter. So now Garcia, in his second fight in America can now show what he can do against a guy in Harrison who's also one of the most technical fighters in the division. So this is a fight between two very technical fighters. I like this fight. I have my questions about Harrison because, you know, let's call a spade a spade. Even when Tony Harrison was at his best, because I don't think he's going to ever be as good as he was when he fought Charlo in the first fight, or even when he had fought Jarrett Hurd when he lost that fight, or, you know, earlier fights in his career. I think we've already seen the best Tony Harrison. That's my honest assessment. Hopefully I'm wrong because I like him and I would like to see him become world champion again. But, you know, you gotta think to yourself, you know, with him being at this weight so long at 154, how if he is weight drained, how weight drained is he? Because I think that's part of the reason why he is chinny. I think I think part of the reason why Tony Harrison gets knocked out and why he is chinny is because he's too big for the weight class. That's my opinion. I could be wrong, but I think it does play a role in why he gets knocked out in some of these fights. So that's number one. And number two, how does he do well coming off the Perella loss? Because, like, Perella was not a real 154-pounder. He was a 47-pounder who moved up to 54, and it was supposed to be a win to make Harrison look good and get him back on track against a guy in Perella who's a solid fighter. And it backfired. His stock went down, and not a lot of people are really caring about Tony Harrison right now. So he's fighting a guy in Sergio Garcia who's very tricky, got a tricky European style, knows how to box, can get in there when need be, as he's shown in the Fundora fight, as he's shown in the Ted Cheeseman fight. And, you know, this is no walk in the park for Tony Harrison. And look, I'm looking at the winner of this fight as if Showtime and PBC are sensible, the winner of this fight should fight Tim Tszyu next. You know, Tony Harrison's name was linked with Tim Tszyu before Tim Tszyu made the fight with Goucher. Tony Harrison apparently was offered a fight with Tim Tszyu. He turned it down in Australia. So, you know, it is what it is. But I would like to see that fight with him and Tim Tszyu if he can get past this test. Because if you can't get past the Sergio Garcias of the world, no disrespect to Garcia. He's good. He's 33-1 for a reason. He's done his job 33 out of 34 times. I know he can fight. But Harrison has been at a much higher level. He's been a world champion. He's got a win over Jamel Charlo on his resume, for crying out loud. He's one of the most technically proficient fighters, if not the most technically proficient fighters in this weight class. So he should beat a guy like Sergio Garcia. But there's no gimmies in boxing. And I'm looking at this fight for Tony Harrison as a do or die. You know, if you have any aspirations of becoming a world champion again, you have to win this fight. And for Sergio Garcia, this is a unique opportunity to finally be able to truthfully showcase the real Sergio Garcia, because I can't really knock the Fundora fight. Fundora is just too damn big, so he can't be there fighting off his back foot, throwing jabs and things like that. He had to find a new way to give himself a chance to win. And he even managed to have some success in that fight against Fundora take some rounds off of him. But to me, Fundora Lubin is cool, but I'm actually looking more forward to this fight because I feel like there's more riding on the line for both these fighters in this fight than there is Lubin and Fundora. Lubin and Fundora is cool. Like Lubin, we know Lubin is a good fighter. He's been knocked out already. He's came back. Good for him. Fundora is a cheat code in the weight class. So it'll be a good fight. But for me, I like this fight a little bit more. It just does a little bit for me. Not in terms of excitement. I don't think it'll be a more exciting fight. This will be more of a chess match type of fight. But I just think the intriguing thing is, can Tony Harrison recapture some of the form he had a couple years ago when he was world champion? That's the intriguing thing. And can Sergio Garcia step up levels in class and show that he belongs at that world-class elite level? And this is a good step towards that for him. Winner of this fight could potentially be positioning themselves to fight Tim Tszyu, who just got a good win over Terrell Boucher. So that's my little assessment on Tony Harrison versus Sergio Garcia. Should be a good fight. You guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me. But I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on True School Sports, the home of boxing. If you made it this far, do me a favor and do yourself a damn favor. Hit that subscribe button and surely you will not be disappointed. True School Sports bringing you the latest and greatest, the untouchable, boxing content, interviews, news videos, breakdowns, live fight reaction extravaganza. We've got a great community of people here. Boxing fans all over the world, from America to the UK to Australia and on and on and on. So join the empire today. Hit that subscribe button. Take care and God.